show start.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Strawberries in my tea.
You're good, man. Go on.
Welcome to Sip and Share. Hi.
Hello.
And if you don't know who we are now, you're going to learn today.
That's right.
Okay, today we have our strawberry mango tango.
What's in your cup?
That's
in
what's
your
in my cup.
All right, good. All right, so of course, I know you guys were in the Black Lives Matter shirt, so you guys support.
Woo!
There you go.
Yep.
Good. So, now of course, most of us haven't experienced what most people experience here, and of course, it's a different world. So let's talk about coming to America.
Oh, foreign bone.
So let's talk about what happened before you guys came, what life was like in the island, especially where we don't have the same issues we have here. So you guys can discuss that. Reshma, you start first.
Okay.
You might have came to America first.
Probably did. Yeah. Well, I made a pit stop in St. Croix.
Big up St. Croix. Big up
There you
St.
go.
Croix.
Life in Trinidad is like any other island. You go, you hang out at the beach, you liming with your friends, barefoot all the time. You know, your family have an array of colors. So you don't know hate, you don't know race, you don't know discrimination or anything like that. You just grow up as a family. You know, your neighbor could be white as snow, and you have another neighbor on the side of you that, you know, Chinese, but all is speaking the same tongue, same language, and you know, you all just grow up as a family. You grow up as one. From Trinidad, we went to St. Croix, another island. Same thing, no discrimination. St. Croix was like one of the first places that I actually went to school, and it was different because the schooling system is different. But again, you don't know anything about race, you don't know anything about color, because you see past that. You don't see color.
You see people.
Yeah, you see people. You see the love. You see the happiness. You see, you know, the thankfulness. And coming to America was such a culture shock.
Man, who you telling?
I'm telling you, you know, even though, you know, we're Indian, it's not as bad as being black, but we still have the same issues that we have to deal with because we are not American. You know, we're not white, and it's hard. When I first started to go to school here, was in middle school, and it was the hardest thing because my accent was like hella thick, and middle school,
fresh off the boat.
Yes, fresh off the boat, and kids are very mean
and judgmental.
And very judgmental, and they don't have a filter, so they just say what they think, and they don't really necessarily mean anything by it, but it's hurtful. And I very quickly, within 2-3 years of going to middle school in an all-black school, I learned how to turn my accent on and off, just so I could fit in. And I still didn't fit in anyway. My spelling was off, my language was off. I mean, you try to fit in with everybody else, and you cannot fit in with everybody else because God didn't make you that way. So it was hard, but by the time I started going high school, I was as American as I could be.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
We talk about spelling and all that. That's so funny.
Oh my God.
We spell color with
a U.
With a U.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was the worst. I used to get in trouble.
Flavor
all the time.
with a U.
With a U. Favorite with a U.
Favorite with a U.
Yeah. And
even though we speak, we say certain words, we pronounce every syllable, every letter,
Yeah.
and people don't do that.
No.
They'll cut it up here, slang, I guess you call it, but they'll cut off some
half the
words.
word.
Yeah.
And
so, you know, and we don't.
no.
Right.
You know.
Because-
And Nini, don't mean to cut you. What is your experience? What did you?
Similar to hers, but I think that's just Nini. I think I didn't want to fit in, so I was proud. Anybody who knows me long time knows I am probably a very proud Jamaican. Like, I love being Jamaican. I say it all the time. I would be sorry if I was born any other island or any other culture. I'd be like, damn, I want to be Jamaican. I love Jamaica. So I didn't want to fit in.
Yeah.
So I took the opposite of you.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm different.
Yeah.
You say I'm different,
Yeah,
but I'm
I
going to be
like that.
like bold different.
Yeah.
Like, So I was the one teaching them to interpret the reggae music.
Yeah.
I was.
Like, you're teaching your whole class.
I was having school.
Curse words.
I was teaching them the curse words.
Right.
I was teaching them the dancing.
Yeah.
I was teaching them about our Jamaican culture.
Yeah.
So that was my way of being accepted.
Accepted. Yeah.
So I was opposite
So
her.
what was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
What was it? Even like Rosemary said, she experienced when not only with school, but knowing that coming from another culture where you don't really necessarily have racism, but you guys have some
Classism.
Yeah, classism.
It's still to this day I still have trouble with that because as on the islands
Yeah.
we don't see color
Color,
or
yeah.
race.
Yeah.
It's not like we can say, oh no, we can't hang with them because they're African American or they're Vietnamese or they're Jewish or we
don't care.
We mix up and blend.
Yes.
So it was like if you weren't mixed up and blended,
Yeah.
you were the outsider there.
Yeah.
On the islands. You were like, what you mean you just plain white? No,
Yeah.
honey, you mixed
No,
up with
you
something.
have something in
And we
you.
were gonna find out what you mixed up with.
Yeah.
You know. But here it's like that was their pride. Like
Yeah.
their race was their pride.
Yeah.
Like I'm proud to be Jewish. I'm proud to be African American. I'm proud
Yeah.
to be white. And I had the hardest time embracing that. Like I'm like, no man, you mix up. You look like you
Yeah.
have some Chinese in you or
Yeah.
some Puerto Rican in you or
Yeah.
something.
So let
And-
me ask you this now. You personally, and we kind of all know as family that your parent, your stepdad is white, and of course your brother and your siblings identify themselves as white. How does it affect you knowing how strong you are about what this movement means? How does it feel knowing that you do, of course, have siblings?
As I said, I think for me, it's if I was anybody else, it probably would be hard to accept the fact that I have a white stepfather and white brothers.
Yeah.
But because of who I am and because of where I come from and growing up in the islands, I had white. Oh, there's so many races in my family.
Yeah.
So there's white. My grandparents, my grandfather was my great grandfather before him was a white English white man.
Yeah.
Like, my grandmother was a dark skinned, like black English woman. So it's like you get the range. So
Yeah.
to me it was nothing. He was my stepdad.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
That was
and
it.
my brothers, I don't see color. My brothers are my brothers. I will fight for them, kill for them, all that for them,
Yeah.
So I didn't see it, so it wasn't a problem for me per se.
Yeah.
Racism, I didn't know racism existed, honestly and truthfully, until we came
Yeah.
here. And I remember the exact day I was sitting with my group of friends. Like she said, I started middle school. Middle school, high school, that's
Yeah.
what I did here. And I remember sitting at the lunch table, and we were having a discussion way back when, and we were just having a discussion. Everybody was just talking, and somebody was talking about whatever was going on with black people. Half of them are all black, and I said something like I disagreed with it, or I think I disagreed with them. I was like, well, why? Because, whatever. And they were like, they looked at me like I was crazy.
Like, how dare you?
Because, like, how dare you? Like,
Yeah.
you don't get it because we're black. This
Yeah.
is why we're being affected by it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then it dawned on, I think, everybody, like, she really don't see color.
Yeah.
Like, Gino.
Yeah.
And I think that was my first wake up. I remember going home after school and having that discussion with my mom. Like, literally having that. So, like, what is going on with black people here? Why are they so
hated? Why are
yeah,
they,
what,
why is there
and
so
that's
much
when
discrimination?
it kind of like opened up my eyes to
Yeah,
the
that's
black,
what-
you know,
It's a
things that
complete
are
culture
going
shock.
on. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
complete
was because
culture shock.
up until then I was need to say I was naive to it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't understand what's going on.
Why
And then they were like, and I didn't identify at the time as a black person. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm
It's just a
Jamaican. If you asked me back then, what are you? And meaning like, are you black or are you in what? I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell
That's
people.
what
I'm
it is.
Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I thought that alone encompassed everything. So it
Yeah.
was like, No need to explain
anything.
anymore.
And
Yeah.
of course, now you have grown up. You're
Now,
seeing
Yeah.
yes,
differences.
now
Yes.
I see it. But
Now your eyes
before,
are open.
as I said, I was naive
Yeah.
when I first came here. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely now. And now, yes, I'm a proud, beautiful black sister.
Yeah.
You know,
Nothing wrong
who
with that.
happens to be Jamaican.
Yeah.
You know, that's now how I look at it.
And Reg, how you feel? Because of course you're a part of that spectrum.
Yeah, it is hard to adjust to the times because I just wish people's mentality will kind of be like how it is on the island, and you know, just
Yeah.
we are all one people. You know, we're
Yeah,
all
but you
made by
guys show
God.
here. Look at your show. Your show is about two girls from two different islands
Well, exactly.
that identify the same way, and of course, you guys are all mixed up.
Yeah.
You can see.
Well,
Well,
mixed up.
yes,
well mixed.
very.
We mix
I mean, I
up our
have.
Right. We got one person that's half Coolie.
Yeah.
Puerto
It
Rican.
might be Trinity, but never
You
know.
never know.
Yeah,
We
right.
be Indian all over the
Right.
place.
Never.
At the end of times, all of we gonna be brown. That's it. Everybody gonna be brown.
We all bleed red.
Yep. We
All
all
red.
bleed
We
red.
all
You're right
bleed
about
red.
that. Yes.
So yeah,
But
I
I-
wish that is probably one of
Yeah.
my wishes for America
Yeah.
is that it take
See
on the
us the color.
mentality
Yeah.
of an island person.
Yeah.
We really don't
See that.
identify with the race thing. Like
Yeah.
that's not an issue there. Like
Yeah.
you never hear anybody say, "Oh, I can't hang with them because of them
Because
race
the
or
race.
whatever." Never.
No.
Or you're not getting treated a different way because you're this color.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You more get, oh, I don't know them peoples.
Yeah.
Or me know them peoples and them peoples not too right. Or
Yeah. It's always
it's
a
a
class
class
thing.
Yeah.
situation.
Here, you know, I think Bob Marley said it best when he said, "Love conquer everything else."
It really
It
does.
does.
And what it is that most people, this world is set up for fast. So nobody has the time to spend time
Yeah.
and talk to a person anymore. Cause you might, I mean, I have friends that are, I mean, they're rainbow. I got friends that are white and black and
Yeah. Every color of the rainbow.
every color of the rainbow you
Yeah.
can think about. And of course, I discovered that spending time is what really changed that dynamic.
Yeah.
Spending time.
Yeah.
Because I know that okay, right, I learned something like no, I'm into shooting guns and
Yeah.
hunting and whatever, and I've
Yeah.
had some of the best times doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
We lived in Denver for a while and skiing, like
Yeah.
you know, you went fall and hurt yourself.
Well, of course.
You realize that hold on, this thing might be
It's
okay
fun.
if, as long as
Yeah.
you can get down there, right?
Exactly.
Black people can ski.
Yes.
Right.
You might
So
still
you-
fall and bust your ass.
Yeah.
but you'll get
You're
up
gonna have
again.
fun doing it
So
and look
it's-
good.
It's one of those things where you just discover over a period of time that hey, listen, if you really spend time, it really make change.
It really does.
Yeah.
I think if you get to know that person, you will see that
Yeah.
and I am a true believer of this. Hate is taught. I don't care
Yes.
from what culture you come from, what race you come from, what gender, whatever. Hate is taught. And
I agree.
being an island
get
person,
stronger.
it's not taught because we see people. We don't see skin color.
No.
And that's why when I came here and it was just like, oh well, you know, that's a Mexican and that's a Chinese and you know, that's a black, and I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I don't see the segregation. I don't see the reason to segregate the races. They're just people.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I
So-
have to say, I'm blessed on both sides.
Yeah.
So my stepfather, white guy, but his family is white. You would never know that I'm not their blood. The way they have embraced me
Yeah.
and my mom, like I'm one of theirs.
Yeah.
I am them. They see no color too.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about them.
Yeah.
So as I said, I am blessed. So I'm still a little naive because I don't see I don't experience
Uh-huh.
everything else that's
Yeah.
going on around us.
Yeah.
Because as I said, in my family, it's almost like a little bubble because
Yeah.
they have accepted us.
Yeah.
Like you can't go anywhere with my family, my
Yeah.
stepfather's family, and me as a black child, and say anything negative about
To
me,
you,
they're
yeah.
gonna true ride or die. They're
Yeah.
gonna back me like I'm theirs, like
Yeah.
I'm a white person. Like they don't see the color.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I do have a question for you.
Mhm.
Have you had a talk with your children? The talk? Not the sex talk, but the race talk.
I have. I've had it more, I think, with Nicholas because he's my son.
He's a black man.
And he's a black man.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I've had the talk. I have
Yeah.
no choice
But
than to have the talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have had the talk.
What about
and-
you? Have you tried?
I have. Well, my kids are a lot younger, but I did tell them that because of their skin color or where they came from or how they speak, they'll be treated differently
Mm-hmm.
than a white person would be.
They should.
And of course, you know, the innocence of children. Well,
Yeah.
why, mommy?
Yeah,
Right.
And it's hard to explain
especially
that to a child.
especially yours are younger.
Yeah.
That's going to be the well. Why?
Well,
mommy?
why, mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just people. They're just, you know, they're my friends. And I said, yes, baby, they are your friends. But just, you know, it's a very hard conversation.
It
to
is
have.
one. I think it's the hardest one.
Yeah.
The sex talk. and
Oh,
I
that's
didn't-
like a piece
that-
of cake compared to this.
Right? That's
Yes.
like nothing. Any other talk is
Why
like
that doesn't surprise me
nothing.
from the two of them. It's a piece of cake.
Hey, honesty is the best part.
Yes,
But
that's
no,
the
it
best.
literally was. It literally was the best. I mean, that was no problem.
Yeah.
This was the worst
Yeah.
talk to have. And even though my kids are older,
Yeah.
when I
it's
had
still
it,
a hard conversation.
it's still a hard conversation,
Yeah.
especially because mine may not say, well, why? You know,
Yeah.
because they kind of know from their experience that they've
Experiences,
had that this is the why,
Yeah.
you know, and this is no our way of life
Yeah.
and things they have to do.
Yeah.
Actually, my son, believe it or not, actually educated me.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, I said, so if you are stopped
Yeah.
by the cops, he's like, Mom, I already know what to do. And it literally broke my heart. Because
hear
he was
him
like,
say
to
that,
say,
yeah.
because he goes, I already know what to do. You put your hands up there. You yes, sir. No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Do what they say. Don't reach for anything. If you need to reach for something, he's like, you tell them, okay, can I reach for the whatever?
Your license or
And then
whatever.
literally, I'm hearing it and I'm like,
Your
oh
heart
God.
is
It's
breaking. Like, why does he know
see,
that?
why does he know
Why do
this?
you have
Yeah.
to teach them
All
that?
right.
It's
So
true.
this is the sad part now. I will close with this. Even when you did everything right, and you still see these people still get killed, then what was the talk for if
Yeah.
it continues?
And I had another talk with my son. As I said, my son is the main one right now. My daughter, yes, I probably should have another talk with her, but she
Yeah.
is, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you now, no,
It's
but that's the part that bothers me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
That
like
part
you have
where
that
you
talk.
did everything
You did
right.
everything to protect
And-
them in this bubble, and now you have to let go. And even
Yeah.
though you try to protect them,
Ugh, I know.
Or what if that child does everything right?
that you
And
said.
He
still-
took out the wallet. He put it
asked-
on the dashboard.
Half
He
of
put
these
his hands
guys
on the
did
steering.
everything right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
That's the
So
sad part
what are
about
we?
it.
What more can we teach?
That's it. You can
You
just pray.
can't.
That's
you-
it. Well,
you
You can
guys,
can't.
just pray.
Yeah.
I will leave it on that.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, unfortunately.
All right.